Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tyrannical House of Comedy. I am Tyrant. I am here flying solo. Avery and Damien are in North Carolina helping the Hurricane Helene flood victims right now this weekend. I could not make it because I have warrants. So that's where we're at with the podcast. But no, on a serious note, I do want to say that we're praying for the victims of Hurricane Helene, no matter what state you're in, no matter what your political affiliation is. And they're not a sponsor. They're just people I think are awesome, and I love them. If you go to wbsapparel.com and buy some white boy summer gear, you can get a Not a Fed shirt, a Put It Back shirt, Put It Back being both cards and your weights at the gym. And also the roadie shorts, which are honoring the memory of the great British colony Rhodesia. But if you were to buy that right now, you get $5 off. Just for October, $5 off the Not a Fed and Put It Back shirts. And if you buy one of those, you get 20% off of any other item you buy, including the roadie shorts, which are great. They're nice and short. They remind you of Rhodesia and a better time in Africa. And for the next 2 weeks, they're actually going to be donating 15% of their gross profits to charities that are assisting the survivors of Hurricane Helene, which, as you should know, it's very, very bad. There's people that are trapped, and FEMA says they can't help them because they're too busy helping the illegal aliens that they protected aliens. He's protected migrants. And Trump did actually say that when he gets elected, he is going to revoke their temporary legal status, which I'm all for. I cannot wait for that moment because, I mean, to be honest, even though the government shouldn't, it should be just regular people doing the thing, helping, it should be. And by the way, this is the site. I just want to go to it real quick, just to show you. But if in a perfect world where you're paying 0% taxes, there's no property taxes, you start a neighborhood you start a new fucking town with the friends, and you build the roads, you fucking build the towns, you do what you need to do. But these guys actually want to help, unlike the government. The government is not. I mean, the only good thing Ronald Reagan actually did was the statement of, "We're from the government and we're here to help," being the most feared words in the American language. That was one of the few things that he got right. Sure, he took our guns away, brought communism to America, and all the other fucked up shit he did. But that. So I encourage you guys, because we should be standing up for our community. That's the point. If we weren't paying all these taxes, we would be helping our neighbors. If there was a flood, if there was something horrible that happened, we would be there to help them. And that's what people are doing. And that's what these guys are doing. And then there's plenty of people that are also trying desperately to help out on their own independently. We can come over here and talk about this story. The king of the fags, Pete Buttigieg. I know it's Buttigieg, but I like to call him Pete Buttigieg. And he is the king of the gays. The gays sacrificed him on the altar of faggotry in order to try and get a president. And unfortunately, God doesn't like you. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. No, but he is. So there's people who are trying to actually help out the people of Hurricane Helene by using their drones to drop stuff off and find people who are fucking stuck, who need help. And Pete Buttigieg orders a grounding of private drones because they're getting in the way of FEMA, who doesn't have the funds to help any of them, so you're denying private citizens. Tim Kennedy came out and said that the government is coming after them because they're trying to help. And he's like, no. You're the ones getting in the way. You're the ones fucking everything up. We're doing the actual work. You guys are fucking everything up Because all these people who are victims need hotels, they need rooms to stay in, and they're getting filled by federal fucking employees that work for FEMA that are just in administrative positions that are just there for whatever, to look around and say, it's like union work. It's like, by the way, fuck those dock workers. I'm so pissed they got the raise that they supposedly deserve. They didn't deserve shit. Their job is fully fucking automated. Their job is already fully automated. And if you demand a 75% fucking raise, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? They're going to raise prices 75% and fire 50% of the workforce. Oh my God, imagine that. Oh. That's what happens. That's why when you go into a fucking brand new Taco Bell, there's no one at the counter. And a 65-year-old man has to beg someone from the back to come over and help them order because they don't know how to work a fucking touchscreen. Anyway, Pete Buttigieg is a dirty, and I can't stand him. And I just the fact that he's trying to stop like the Tim Kennedys of the world, the actual real fucking heroes of America, from helping victims of a hurricane is insane to me. Because that's all that people with. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple people that are just trying desperately to get video footage to get like podcast views. Don't get me wrong, I would do that. If the flood was in Arizona and my house wasn't flooded, I'd buy a drone off Amazon right now, fucking just fly it over, and then I would live stream it, and you and me be talking about it, and I'd be like, can you believe that FEMA's not helping these people? It'd be a whole thing. That's what you do when you're trying to be a podcaster and comedian. You pretend like you care about things that are happening. No, I really do. I do care about it. I honestly hope Pete Buttigieg gets raped by a woman. No, actually, there's actually a rumor. A lot of people don't know this. This is actually true. Allegedly, that Pete Buttigieg is actually. He's married to a dude, right? But it's a cover-up. He's in the closet. He's actually a closeted heterosexual. Yeah, you don't find many closeted homosexuals anywhere, but you find lots of closeted heterosexuals, like Pete Buttigieg, Tim Dillon, Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, people like that. Like, that's what they do. That's like their whole shtick. It's just like, oh, look at me. I'm a faggot and I want to get gay rights. And then they're just eating pussies in their free time. They don't have to. Their doctor recommends PrEP, but they give their doctor a wink and say, I don't need that. But and they don't, because he's I mean, and he probably, never mind. I was going to go with it. Pete Buttigieg. Here's the thing about Pete Buttigieg. Let me tell you about Pete Buttigieg, okay? Pete Buttigieg is the type of guy. He's straight, but he's like, I'm an elite, and I want to be like the Greeks, and I want to have sex with a child in the butt. And it's not gay. It's not gay, because that's how the Greeks thought. It's not gay. It's just normal to fuck a little boy in the ass. But as soon as he hits puberty, that's gay. Greeks were against men fucking other men in the ass. Men could only fuck young boys in the ass. This is a fact of Greek life. It probably is still going on to this day, because let's be honest, culture never actually changed. Yeah. So Hurricane Helene, please donate if you can, or buy merch from a site that will be donating. That actually is donating to correct charities. And I do believe WBS Apparel will be doing that. They're good people. They make quality products. I love them. Please go to Twitter, follow WBS Apparel, follow John Shepard. The WBS Apparel guys. They're amazing. I love them, and they really want to help out Americans. I mean, mostly white people, but Americans. Americans. Anyway, are we going to talk about this? Do you want to talk about? No, we'll continue. So Lindsey Graham had some comments about it. We can listen together. So Biden refused to stop the porch strike, which is over because Lindsey Graham looks sad. Is he sad that South Carolina is being flooded?
You can thank Donald Trump and
Oh, I can't hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but I cannot. Hang on, give me 1 second. All right, here we go. I think I got it.
You can thank Donald Trump and Elon Musk for that.
You know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much.
I've been going all over South Carolina. I ain't slept much because I've just been taking so much dick from these nice little closeted twinks, which I can't tell you about that. Because speaking of closeted homosexuals, we got the biggest one in the fucking country. I know I said closeted heterosexuals before, but I mean, opposite end of the spectrum is basically the exact same thing, am I right? That's how the pendulum swings.
But look what's going on in Israel.
Fucking what a king! What a king! A senator from South Carolina. Great friends, best friends with John McCain. The only thing that concerns him about this Hurricane Helene is that those people aren't able to support our allies in Israel against their fight against the people they're murdering and genociding. Isn't Lindsey Graham such a good guy? Isn't he such a good guy pointing out to us the real important stuff and facts? Like the important, like, oh, wow, okay, well, yeah, sure. There's children dying. There's people losing their homes. Insurance companies don't want to cover this. And FEMA can't afford to help anyone. But do you know Israel is busy fighting an aggressive war that they started? And we're not supporting, those guys aren't supporting him because they're stuck in a flood. We gotta rescue those guys. They can donate money to Israel and vote for me. Like, fuck you, Lindsey Graham. You are a closeted homosexual man. We all know this. We all saw the dude that after the twinks kept getting plowed, there was gay sex in the Capitol. We knew this. It was posted all over the place. There was whistleblowers that told us. People were getting fucked in the ass. Staffers were getting fucked in the ass by male senators. Okay? Not females with strap-ons, but male senators like Lindsey Graham. And even, sorry, Lady Graham. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't want to misgender you, Lady Graham. The dude literally sounds like, he sounds and looks like he spends his time, all of his weekends at a drag bar. That's like what this dude does. I mean, I'm sure that's what most fucking old school Republicans do. Like, if you're not a Trump Republican, you probably are a closeted homosexual who gets fucked in the ass by transgender drag queens on drag night on Fridays. And then you go home and pretend like you're happy. But yeah, that's what he looks like. That's what he is. He's a warmonger. He just really wants to kill you because he wants you to die because that's what the Mossad agents who own him told him to say. Like, he's like, well, we need Israel. We need to, regardless of these floods, we need to support Israel because otherwise they're going to release a video of me, Senator Lindsey Graham, fucking a small child in the ass. And when I say small child, I don't mean like an 11-year-old. I mean like a 4-year-old. And Jeffrey Epstein is clapping in the background, and Clinton is fist bumping. Like that's the whole thing. So Lindsey Graham's like, well, I can't let people know I'm a faggot. And so, like, that staffer who posted a picture of himself naked in the shower, because apparently they have showers in the Capitol building. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Yeah, it's like a gym. You know, you get done with a tough day at Congress, and you need to go to the showers and fuck your staffer, apparently. Because that's what he posted a snap, and it said, like, waiting for Lady Graham. I don't think he said Lady Graham. I think he might have said Mr. Graham. I don't know. He was ready to get pumped. Poor kid. Poor kid probably got fired after that. He's been getting blasted in the ass by Lindsey Graham for fucking ages. And suddenly people fucking discover his private Snap. I'm sure he added it to Snap Maps. Any Gen Z dude is going to add it to Snap Maps. Come on now. Anyway, that's the reason why he immediately goes from, I I've been all over South Carolina, but we need to help Israel because Israel's got video of him fucking a child.
Much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel surrounded by people that want to kill them, destroy them, a second Holocaust in the making, and Biden says be proportional. What is the proportional response to people who want to kill you and your family?
Literally, they're talking about they're sitting there talking about this flood that's happening in his state. In his state, because North Carolina is fucked, so South Carolina has to be even more fucked, considering like the bulk of the fucking hurricane hit there. But he's like, yeah, I know that's sad, but imagine being a Jew who willingly moved in the middle of enemy territory. Imagine being a stupid fucking Jew who decided that he couldn't live in America anymore, so he's gonna get dual citizenship and live in Israel, which used to be Palestine and a Muslim country that they took over, surrounded by Muslims. And for some reason, these Muslims that hate the fucking Jews already hate us. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Yeah, no fucking shit. I don't understand how normal people how normal people reconcile this. Like what is going through your fucking dumb boomer head that you fell for 9/11, you fell for Afghanistan, you fell for Syria, you fell for fucking Libya, you fell for Obama, you fell for fucking Clinton, you fell for all of them. Every fucking single one of them you fell for. And then you were like, oh, we were wrong, we shouldn't have done that, the Iraq War was wrong, we need to get out of Afghanistan, blah, blah, blah. And then you support the Lindsey Grahams of the world. You say, we shouldn't be in Ukraine, but we should definitely be in Israel. Fuck you. That's not our country. Talk to me when Mexico... Actually, we should fuck up Mexico, even though we were empowered there. In like a real fucking world, you know, where we didn't empower and fund the cartels to bring the drugs and the guns in to corrupt and ruin our youth and then all the MK Ultra programs and stuff like that. If Mexico was just smuggling drugs in organically without us assisting, we would fucking be like, okay, this is obviously that's real terrorism. That's real terrorism. It isn't a fucking a Mossad plot to blow up the Twin Towers that you taught to these Islamists and directed them through and then directed every single public official to not fly on a plane the day of 9/11 because that was the day you planned it and let them do it because you knew it was going to happen. Sure, they didn't do it. America didn't do it. Mossad didn't do 9/11, but they sure as fuck recruited and taught and covered up for the people who did it. How else are we finding a fucking completely unburned Saudi Arabian passport in the rubble of 9/11? We couldn't find corpses. We couldn't find corpses. Building 7 just fell on its own without anything touching it. But we found a perfectly intact fucking passport. Ooh, wow, imagine that. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And people still fucking vote for and believe people like this. The Lindsey Grahams of the world. These fucking faggots. And I don't mean he's a faggot because he's gay. He is gay. He is a closeted homosexual for sure. Just like Pete Buttigieg is a fucking closeted straight man. Like, I 100% believe that. But he's owned because of it. And he just can't come out of the closet, so we're fucked. Anyway.
They're running out of ammunition in Israel. We have to help our friends to keep the war over there from coming here. The world is...
I would like to know how funding them over there and keeping the supposed war that's happening there from happening here is going to stop the flood. You can see... Literally a house that got lifted off the fucking ground and is being pulled through. Apparently it's a bar and a coffee shop in North Carolina. And it's run through a fucking, I don't know, a flagpole or some type of structure support beam, and it's just destroying it. And his main concern, an American senator, his main concern is not the thousands, the millions of people that are affected, the thousands who have died, and the hundreds of thousands who will face horrible, horrible consequences for 10, 15 years in the future, same as the people that went through Hurricane Katrina. And your main concern isn't them. It is a bunch of Israelis who decided that they couldn't live in a regular country. They had to live in the middle of fucking Muslim land. Oh yeah, let's move to Muslim. Oh, that'll do good. Can you imagine if the fucking Irish people are like, oh, we can't stand the British anymore. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move to the middle of Afghanistan. And what we're gonna do is start our own Catholic nation. And it'll be a Catholic monarchy. They would fucking murder rape you. In that order. Actually, they'd probably rape the women first and then murder them. They're not gonna let them live. But that's the point. You can't fucking sit here and pretend like you can just take a people of a completely different culture, a completely opposite culture, a culture that hates the other one, and they actually didn't hate each other until then, really. But I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen when you put a bunch of Jews who hate Muslims in around a bunch of Muslims, and it's not their property, and then we put our thumb? I'm just not gonna keep getting into this. I fucking can't stand Israel. I can't stand Palestine. Isn't a real place anyway. You know, like there's no country known as Palestine. It never existed. It never did exist. It was basically the Romans mocking the Philistines. Like, that's all it was. So.
Thank Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
I fucking hate Lindsey Graham, dude. If he wasn't a fucking homosexual, I would really honestly want him to be raped by a black man. But he would enjoy that, unfortunately. And I'm good on that. Fuck that guy.
Alright, let's see what Joe Biden has to say about all this.
What do the states in the storm zone need, Mr. President?
Son of a bitch!
What the fuck? That was loud. Sorry, I deeply apologize for that. I'm very sorry. Let me try again.
What is the storm zone? What do they need after what you saw today?
I hope you guys aren't hearing it as loud as I am. That's fucked.
I'm wondering what storm they're talking about. They're getting everything they need. They're very happy.
Alright, never mind. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. You can't hear a fucking word that he says. My bad. I'm so sorry. Please, like, comment, subscribe below. Share the show with your friends. Alright, so what do we do next? Hang on. White Boy Summer Apparel, come on, go there. Pete Buttigieg. Oh, I guess we gotta finish talking about Pete Buttigieg. He ordered grounding of private flight drones in Hurricane Helene flood rescue zones, and it crashed and burned. People are saying that he's hiding something, which probably. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has ordered private drone flights suspended in North Carolina's Hurricane Helene flood zone, sparking fierce outcry from those frustrated by the government's lackluster response to the deadly crisis. Here's a quote. Drone pilots, do not fly your drone near or around the rescue and recovery efforts for Hurricane Helene, the official Department of Transportation X account wrote Tuesday afternoon. Nearly a week after the storm brought near unprecedented flooding to the mountainous region. People I know I said this in the last episode, but I'm gonna say it again. The French Revolution would be way too good for these fucking people. It would be way too good for them. Like, just fuck it. Just fuck the American people, right? Fuck the... Oh, sorry, your drones are getting away from us, not showing up there, not helping. There's fucking horses on roofs, and you cunts are like, oh no, don't use your drones or your boats to save anyone. FEMA will do it, in which FEMA says they're running out of funds after spending $640 million on the migrant crisis. Right there. There you go. Where are your taxpayers going, folks? Hey, are you proud of where your taxes are going? Do you vote yes on propositions that raise your taxes? Do you vote no on ones that get rid of those tax increases? You're part of the fucking problem. Imagine that. Imagine that. Like most fucking people. The people who ignore it and just, like, I'm not going to do politics. They expect you. They want you to not do politics. So if you don't do politics, you don't get a ballot. And if you don't get a ballot, you don't get to vote on your taxes. And you're just a passive faggot who just sits in the background, works your fucking job, and does the 9 to 5 thing. And then you're like, I want to get out and have my drink and have my fun. As long as I can have my fun and play my games, it's fine. That's fine. Like, we literally, we're getting our fucking right. Like, America was created by people who wanted a new life, who wanted freedom, who wanted fucking freedom over security, liberty over security. I guess security is the best word I can think of. Like, that's what we wanted liberty. We didn't want protection. We didn't want fucking someone controlling us, telling us what to do. We didn't want to have to go to the government to start a business. We wanted to just be able to do our thing. And that's how America was created. But since then, we've raised just all, like, every generation is just bigger and bigger pussies. And, like, I don't get it. Like, I'm a much bigger pussy than my dad ever was. Like, I don't like my dad. He was a fucking asshole. He was a piece of shit, and he obviously raised my dumb ass. But I mean, like, I'm much more of a pussy than he was. I'm much more emotional than he ever was. And he's probably way more emotional, way more pussy than his fucking actual dad was that he never met because he was adopted. So I could be a Jew. Who knows? Because you would think a Jew wouldn't, they wouldn't abort their kid. They would be like, oh, I can't have God mad at me. Actually, no, they know God's mad at them. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I don't remember. I just don't. I just wish people would pay, but so all that shit happened, and then slowly we created these generations of pussies, and then we ended up stuck because right now there's so many people who are like, I don't pay attention to that. It's just not my thing. And they're busy looking at page 6 where Sydney Sweeney claps back at assumption that her fiance pays her bills. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney, the Giants. Honest, if Sydney Sweeney should just shut the fuck up and be a sex icon like Marilyn fucking Monroe did and every other female celebrity up until 2012. You know, like, Me Too was bad, but it truly ruined our country. And I mean, just like giving women the right to vote was good, but it truly ruined our country. Like, I don't think that women with no, even men, women or men, I don't believe people with no stake in this country should be allowed to vote. If you don't own a business, property, or have children, why are you voting? And if you're a female with a child and you don't have a husband because you guys left each other, you also shouldn't have the right to vote. I'm sorry. Like, that's just, you're not voting. Women are emotional and they don't vote for what's best for them. They vote for how they feel. And the men, the sociopathic men who run the fucking world, who always have, sociopathy has been a steady 1 to 2% throughout history, like ever since the beginning of the study of psychology. And those are the people that run the country. And they always find a way to run the country no matter what we do. They always find a way to corrupt. That's why everyone talks shit about Mormons, but the reason is because it's propaganda from the Catholic Church and the Jews that are trying to fucking push corruption to an uncorrupt religion. Like, I'm not saying the Mormons are right. I'm saying that they haven't had a chance to be corrupted by outside forces yet, like the Catholic Church, the Jewish, whatever you want to call that. Synagogue of Satan. I'm kidding. That's only part of them. Very small part. But I just know that there's more to this. There's more like we're not naturally like this. Women respond to the social norms. Like they always follow that. And then a lot of men, especially the beta ones, the ones who can't win a fight, who can't dominate, and that was me all throughout high school. I just started doing jujitsu like 3 years ago. Like it's not like I would have. I'm still not at the top of the fucking heap, but like you used to have pride in your strength and your. I feel I'm ranting. I'm rambling and ranting. This is what I do when I'm by myself, and I don't have one of my boys to be like, hey, we were talking about the FEMA thing, the whole Hurricane Helene. You remember Hurricane Helene? Yeah, and then you went off into Sydney Sweeney just sticking to being a sex icon. Like, hey, shut the fuck up. I get it. That's what I do. But I don't know. I'm just sad. America could be better. We could have been truly the greatest nation. But we fell into communism like everyone else. Sad. We have departments like FEMA, helping people before, during, and after disasters. They should really get rid of, out of helping people before, during, and after disasters, they should get rid of helping people before, during, and after. Yeah, their slogan should be disasters. That's what I'm saying. It should just be disasters because they are a disaster. Everything there. Oh look, it's Pete Buttigieg. Look, here we go. Sorry. Here he is. You see him? Right there. Right there. He's there thinking about the next pussy he's gonna eat. And how he's thinking about the next dick-sucking story he's gonna tell that's not true because he was busy eating so much pussy. It's so funny to think that Pete Buttigieg is a closeted heterosexual. I'm sorry. That is the best thing ever. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. If you're still watching this, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends. Go to your grandmother's nursing home. Tell her you just got her an iPhone. And she goes, what? And then you put it on this channel, and you put it on repeat. You download all the episodes, just keep going. Just in case the internet goes out, she can keep listening to the sweet musings of the insane person, Tyrannus Argentum. I changed my name on Twitter to. It's still, if you search me, it's Tyrant Houseco. But my actual handle you see is Tyrannus Argentum, which means the silver tyrant in Latin, which is pretentious as fuck. But it's also pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And it's not gay. Buttigieg also suffers a credibility problem in the eyes of many. His tenure as transportation secretary has been plagued by almost continuous problems, from Boeing's free fall to the collapse of Francis Scott Key Bridge. He's the guy who wrote the fucking national anthem. What the fuck? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? So proudly we burped into my girlfriend's fat face. I am the Red Rocket. Just the Red Rocket. Just talking about dogs, erections. And the rocket's red fire. The bombs bursting, and then give proof to the that our flag wasn't gay. Oh, say does that star-spangled faggot wrist wave. Oh, the land of the gays, Lindsey Graham, and the home of the floods. Please like, comment, follow everywhere Tyrant House Co. My name is Tyrant. I don't know what that was. I'm very sorry. I'm all over the place. Please buy some shit from WBS Apparel. Let them know I sent you. Say this guy named Tyrant. He said he was the Silver Tyrant, and maybe one of them will recognize and be like, "Hey, that's that guy." I don't know. But really, like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate it. It really helps out. If you can go to YouTube and do that, too, if you're watching this on Rumble, Spotify, or wherever, I'd appreciate that. It's tough. Sometimes I don't record, and I'm trying to do better. And I just keep getting banned from places. So, but yeah, and then follow Damian Thomas and Avery Cozy everywhere that they are. All right, I got it. Follow Avery Cozy at Lil Avery James O. Follow Damian Thomas at Sir Damesky. And then also follow Jax Bowers, who is Jackson. You occasionally see him at Stank Crappa. Stank instead of stink, so StankCrappa. Stank Crappa. We both do restoration, so and he does music, so follow him. Follow everyone that I said. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the show with your friends. Really appreciate it. We're trying to do better. Let me know. Go to the comments. Let me know what I did right and wrong, and tell me how bad my ADD was and how I was all over the place. Call me a faggot. I don't care. Just comment. All right. Thanks for watching.